this message out, and Justin and I are together, that we can do this research, gives me hope that we have still the freedom to get out there and grow our evolvement. Some of you, from some of the message, believe, and some of you don't, but I think we have a growing audience of people who are hungry for this kind of information. Subconsciously, you kind of, the back of your mind, you know what the truth is, you kind of getting it, but you haven't gotten that message and you don't know where to look for it, nor maybe do you have the time. So we're just regular, down-to-earth people, you know, live busy lives just like anyone else, with the constraints of this universe just like everyone else is. But we feel compelled to grow our own consciousness, and as we're growing our own consciousness, we'd like to connect with like-minded people that are growing their consciousness, that are hungry to how to grow them. And like I said before, you love to hear from you, so you can teach us, I'm sure, much more than we can teach you. We all are going to learn and grow together.
Right. We're just researchers, you know, trying to learn and adapt and evolve as much as possible, because I feel that's kind of our lesson here on the earth. Why we chose to be here at this time was to evolve, help consciousness expand and, you know, develop and grow so we could, you know, live out, you know, change the whole, I guess, the potential of everybody's lives and what they're capable of doing. And I think the evil elites, you know, that global structure that really controls everything, I think if I was them, I would be panicking, because, you know, change is coming so rapid right now. Truth is being exposed so rapidly thanks to the internet. It's just amazing. I mean, I feel like every week it's like I can't even imagine what I'll know next week, but things are, and I know you must feel the same way.
Day by day, day by day. I never know what's gonna, you know, what I'm gonna learn, and every day I just try to approach when I wake up the gratitude that I have another day to live, and that you know, keep my mind open to anything that's out there, even if it sounds strange, weird, or might not make sense. I might not understand it, I might not know the people that are presenting this information, but then I say, okay, here's my opportunity. Let me see what I can find out about this. Let me see what I can learn about this. Some of it might be bogus, you know, garbage that people throw out there. Some of it might be just, you know, I think they were saying some of the people that are in this are actually in the Illuminati trying to divide and conquer us. Whatever it is, I just try to keep the open mind and the place where I'll know, because I'm growing my intelligence, what is real, because I'm going to experience the truth. I'm not just going to read about it. I'm not just going to listen to what someone else says. I'm not just looking at photographs and things that you know, don't make any sense. We're actually putting pieces of the puzzle together, and it's becoming a picture of shifting of consciousness and us growing into a new species, and it's a new day for us. And this is as exciting as when man came out of the trees, I guess, and well, when the Anunnakis genetically altered us, whatever. We are evolving in our own state, our own genes, our own DNA is evolving, and even though children are being born more evolved than we are actually helping that process within ourselves. And I find that that is the most exciting thing to wake up to every day and to focus on, because we're creating with God. We're starting to understand what our universe is all about and our place in this world. Hey, none of us really know our place in this world. We're just so focused on, you know, who the movie star is, or the next movie, or something else to get us outside of ourselves, and looking at them as being the hero or the soap opera. We're so entwined in all this other garbage that they put out there. We just sleepwalk into the next day, and obviously no wonder why so many people are depressed and there's so many burdens on them. And I was just reading that there's more suicides now, and people are dying off because they don't even want to live anymore, because they don't understand the world that they're living in, so they don't know where they fit in and how they can make any changes. We are so powerless, according to, you know, if you're outside of you're living in a box and you're listening to the news media and the world around you. But if you're listening to your heart and opening up your consciousness, there's multi-dimensional worlds inside of yourself that are connecting to beings and worlds outside of yourself. And this is a tremendous opportunity to see that even if you die, you don't get out of this thing. You have to move through this. It's just another dimension, death. And you come back and you reincarnate and you have to do the darn thing over again. It's taking a test. And if you keep failing that test, you're going to go round and round until you get it right. The consciousness is one collective, intelligent system. And it moves us through this thing until we get it right. Our little part of the world might look like it's falling apart, and it may not make it in some respects. Some parts of the world may just fall apart, but the consciousness of the being that is the consciousness that's part of that being does get a chance to evolve and grow, and there's nothing outside of this God system that we have. And so we should feel powerful, take our own power, move with that power, and try to understand the things that are going on around us a little better than closing them up and saying this is ridiculous. And just to tell some member of my family that's out there looking, it's not to worry about it. It's to accept that we're in change, and it's a good thing. It's not a thing to worry about. It's a thing to understand. Hey, Dorothy.
It's the pineal gland, and if you're out there and you don't know what the pineal gland is, do some research, look that up. But that's like something that's been kept secret from us, the importance of our pineal gland and what it really does. See, what it does, if it's open, it acts like an antenna to, the universal field of consciousness that you want to tap into, that higher form of consciousness in your higher self. Once it's open, it's like an antenna, and you just have that open communication. That's when you could get the Kundalini energy up through your spine to the top of your head, because it's open. So once it's open, the energy could flow through it and open up your 7 main chakras. And if you don't have your chakras open, or if you've never experienced it, that alone is worth living for. Just to have the experience of what it feels like, because it's incredible. And to have your chakras open every day and just feel those vibrations, these energy circles, these wheels just spinning within your body. It just, that alone makes sense more than anything else, and it's the hardest thing to explain. But once you actually experience what this feels like, there's something more and there's something out there. And I got this experience when I was living in Costa Rica. I would meditate on a regular basis as much as I possibly could, because I feel that's the number one priority in my life, to expand my consciousness. I should be meditating. So I would meditate, 3 times a day for a couple hours at a time, or an hour, depending on how long I could go. But anyways, I was laying down one day on my bed, just in a peaceful, restful position, and all of a sudden, like, my energy, I felt like a ball of energy, and I felt like I was going to explode. But then I went into this, kind of like this Fruitopia feeling of, I can't really even explain it, but an enlightened feeling of just being consciousness, just being. And it was like the most incredible feeling of my life. This happened